Sup my dudes, Valk here. Today I'm going to be showcasing you guys on how to beat Hell Mode. I've been told you can do it without impossible traits on a unit, so instead I'm going to be bringing my impossible guts, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I buff him, and how I get through the early waves, etc. to show you guys exactly what it is you want to be doing. So we have here, my boy Sneaky Clone is going to go ahead and host the Hell Raid for us, because I don't have any keys and I don't feel like grinding one up. So we're going to go ahead, do this. We're going to place our Utu no Mi, and then we're going to go ahead and get ready to roll. The second he's ready, wherever he's at. I don't even know where he's at. He's invincible. Or invisible, I should say. Yeah, the second he actually loads in, we'll be good to go and go ahead and start up. Like how he loads in 1 second left. Yeah. So we're going to do this, and this will let us solo it, basically. I know it's not a true solo, because, you know, he's right there. But it's as true a solo as you're probably going to get. So we can go ahead and put Guts here now. And then we're going to Utu no Mi buff him. And then next wave, we're going to go ahead and do this. Make sure to get this going. And then we're going to let him just kill 1 or 2. And then we're going to go from there. Then he can grab this, and now we're going to make sure, just quickly, before we go back and focus our Bulma, we're going to make sure to actually buff up with Nami, that way we can get the extra range. So we're going to do this with one Nami, then we're going to do this with the other, and Guts will be able to actually hold on long enough now on his own, so now we can just focus on basically the range. We can focus on just Bulma now. So now with Bulma going ahead and kind of taking care of it, we're going to be able to do this and then focus on replacing our buffs here in a bit. So now we're going to do this. The little stun thing is funny, but it's not going to be a big issue because you guys can see Guts is absolutely going to shred him. But we just run the double Nami. You don't need double Nami if you go in here with Hawkeye Guts. I'm going to let you know that right now. You don't need to do the Nami buff setup if you just come in here with Hawkeye Guts. The reason I'm doing that is because I have double Omni, so I don't have the best range on Guts. So I need to Nami stack to really be able to make up for the range differential, because range is very, very important. So now that we have this going, we can go ahead and sell a Nami after the next wave bonus, and then we're going to put down a Steve. Well, actually, we're going to finish up Guts first. Yeah. We're just going to make sure to finish up Guts before we do anything else, because you can see Guts is at 432k right now. We want to make sure that Guts is like fully stacked out, ready to go. So we need one more wave to pass by, and then we're going to finish maxing out Guts. Then once Guts is maxed out, then we're going to start looking to replace all of the buffs. So that's kind of how it is. This is kind of how you do it. This is just a buff, like I said, mostly a buff guide for you guys, because I know a lot of people are really curious on how I do my buffs and how I'm able to basically solo Hell Mode. So I wanted to make sure to make a guide for you guys on how I do it. And like I said, this is not focusing on the Guts. So many people are going to be focusing on double impossible, double Omni Guts. This isn't it. This is just showing you guys how I do the buffs. That's all this is. Like, this is, I already know, I can foresee the comments. They're going to be like, but I don't have double Omni. You don't need double Omni Guts. This is just to show you guys how to do the buffs. So next, you're going to do this. You're going to go Steve. You can see Steve is barely in range. So now Steve is going to go ahead and buff up Guts' attack even more. So now Guts is at 32 million attack stat. Next up, we're going to actually sell this Nami right here, and we're going to place a Shinobu back here. Now, placing the Shinobu is probably too far up. We probably want to place it further back. So now we place the Shinobu, and we go all the way to maxed out. See? And now that Shinobu's maxed out, we're going to place a second Shinobu right here, and we're going to go to upgrade 4. So now that this one's done, and that one's done, now we're going to go here with another Shinobu. And we're going to just keep in mind the range. And we're going to go here to upgrade 3, but 1, 2. That way there's more uptime. So now you guys can see where we're going with this. Now we have all these buffs up and running. Here and here. So we can put a Sakura here. And we're just going to finish maxing everything out. We're just going to focus on getting Guts up and running. And maxing everything to the best of our capabilities. And Guts is basically going to one-shot everything at this point. So that's kind of where we're at. That's kind of what we're doing. We're just, like I said, lowering his SPA a ton. It should be like 1.1. We could probably maximize it if we sold the Shinobus and move them back further, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not enough to where I really care. So you can see at wave 10, we're basically done. This is pretty much it. This is as far as we need to go. We don't need to really push any further. This is basically as much as you need. His Guts covers the entire map now. Like, I've seen people be like, why don't you replace the Nami buff? Because you can see Guts literally like covers the entire map. I don't need to give him more range. He's good on range. But by wave 10, you're done. This is it. Now I can just sit here and twiddle my thumbs or whatever. It doesn't matter anymore because now Guts is going to one-shot everything. But what I could do if I really, really wanted to is I could go and I could place like a Ghetto up here. Or I could place a Ghetto right here. I've seen people do, right? I'll do it anyways. I've seen people place Ghetto right here knowing that this is the big boss, right? And we're going to go ahead and set to strongest. Setting to strongest is going to make it so we can actually... our setting to strongest is going to make it so we can actually like trap this boss immediately whenever they do spawn in come wave 15. So yeah, that's going to be really, really big. Why is Guts only at 87 mil? He should be higher. Yeah, because I was able to reach 100 mil. Huh. This doesn't affect your actual buff, does it? No, it doesn't. Let me see something. Let me sell. Move back to about here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we're going to sell and move to here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this will be good enough. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to wait on the next wave, and then we're going to replace, maybe like I said, maybe this has something to do with it. Maybe we don't have enough uptime on the Shinobus. I do not know, but we're going to find out here in a second. Alright, cool. So now we're going to sell and replace this one. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Cool. She's not getting buffed, right? Yeah, she's not. So, no, he's still at 87 mil. He just has more uptime now. Now he's at 1 second instead of 1.1. I don't know. I definitely did something different in my formula. There's definitely something different going on here. I did do this, right? Yeah, I did. No idea. All I know is I was getting to 101 million before, so maybe I swap out somebody with someone else? I don't know. Either way, it doesn't really matter. So, now we're at wave 14. We're just waiting for wave 15 at this point. But yeah, this is the whole buff setup. This is it. You have your Steve here. Steve is going to be hitting Guts and Guts alone and buffing the shit out of Guts. You have one Shinobu here who's on upgrade. Oh, this is why. I'm stupid. Alright, now that's it. Yeah, I had her upgrade 2 instead of upgrade 3. You have one Shinobu here who's going to be on upgrade 3. Then you have one Shinobu here who's going to be on upgrade 4. One Shinobu here is going to be on upgrade 5. You have one full AoE Sakura, and then you have another full AoE Ghetto. Now, you could add more full AoE buffers over here. It's good to have one side dedicated full AoE buffs. I could even, like, if I sat here and played with the range a lot, I could sit here and, like, figure out exactly where I need to place Nami for her to just barely reach. You can see she's right there. So if I was to place Nami around, like, here-ish, she should just barely reach Guts, and I could make that happen if I really wanted to. So, now that this is going, we can enact Plan Ghetto and hit Prison Realm. And now we're going to Prison Realm onto this boss right here, which is going to lock him in place. So now we're going to be able to just let Guts focus everything down. You guys can see Guts is at 101 mil, and everything's dead. GG. Guts killed it all in one tap. Yeah, that's basically it. It's pretty simple. Like I said, once again, this isn't focusing on double Omni Guts. This is showing you guys how to buff, right? This is showing you guys how to buff stack so you can get all this stuff going. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.